and welcome to Mode of Cosmic Therapy. I am delighted to see you once again. My name is Paula Andrea Pyle, and I am your host for the next hour or so. And what you doing? What's going on? How are you feeling? What are you involved in? What is your life about? And are you happy? That's the main question for today. Are you happy? I want to thank and welcome back Mitzi on camera, Emmy in the studio, and Sandy in the control room. I'm delighted to have them each and every time I do a show, and it excites me to know that they're here with me just as much as it excites me to know that you're here with me as well. So what are we going to do today? I don't know. I don't care. Do you? Let's just have some fun. And I'm not, for the first time, going to try to explain what mode of cosmic therapy is. Each and every time I try to explain it, I get tangled up in this barrage of nonsensical explanations which have nothing in the world to do with anything that I'm doing, and yet it has everything to do with what I'm doing. Just like life. If you have tuned in before, then you know what I do is I take everything that's up here. Sometimes I won't touch any of it. Sometimes I touch a lot of it. I just do whatever comes natural. There is no script. Just like in life. It's all serendipitous. It's all looks like fragmented and disjointed, but it's not. Every single solitary thing is connected. Every event, every word, every person you meet, every relationship, it is all co-joined for reasons that you can't see. That's the truth. Everything happens for reasons we can't see. And the moment that you think that you know what you're doing, cease immediately, because you're going to be disappointed. And disappointment comes when you expect a certain outcome. Be joyous enough and open enough and receptive enough to flow in harmony with whatever is going on. And I'm not just talking about the good things. No, I'm not. I'm talking about those treacherous, hard times, difficult times, somber times when we have to go through divorce, death, separation, disappointment. What else? What else are those difficult times that we have to go through? Confusion, estrangement from your family and friends, those type things. When you go through those type things, be ever more grateful for the moment that you're involved in them. What did I just say? I said be ever more grateful for the moment that you are involved in treacherous times. Now you're going to see in the next 50 minutes that whatever I do, though it's non-scripted, and though it's not planned, and though anything that I put my hand to or the words I speak, they're going to weave together like a beautiful piece of material. You're going to see that happen magically as a representation and demonstration of what happens in your life. Everything that has ever occurred, everything from the moment you were born until this moment that I'm sitting here at RTN Television in Raleigh, has been for a specific divine purpose of your evolvement, of your growing, of your maturing. And I'm not talking about becoming mature and sober and serious. I'm not talking about that at all, honey. What I'm talking about is you growing into that place where you realize everything is connected and for a divine reason that aids you in your walk and for your betterment as your consciousness is raised, to accept those things that you cannot possibly accept now. What does that mean, Paula? That means sometimes I expound on truths that you might not be able to incorporate, but that's only because you have to move move a little bit from your position. You have to open your mind, open your heart, open your soul. How in the world can you have music in your soul if you have hatred in your heart? How can you bounce along in this life and be happy and have an attraction in your step, an enthusiasm for life, if you have hatred and unforgiveness in your heart? It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible because it weighs you down. Okay, let's see, Mitzi, what I'm going to try to do today. Try. You like that word, try? I don't try to do anything. I just do it. We're going to, the word that I heard in starting was grateful. I think that's what I heard first. Grateful. Let's see. G-R-A-T-E-F-U-L. G-R-E-A-T-F-U-L. G-R-A-Y-E-F-U-L. G-R-E-Y-F-U-L. Great, 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 great. Let's see what we've got here. What I'm going to be doing is using mode of cosmic therapy, numerology, and breaking these words down. Some of these words I've made up. I've made them up for whatever reason. But let's find out what the meaning behind these particular words mean and are hidden until we reveal it by dissecting them with numbers. 7, 9, 1, 2, 5, 6, 3, 3. He's right. Good, Mitzi. 1, 5, 6, 9. Stay with me because I got a whole bunch of words up here today. 6, 9. Okay, so 16, 18, 24, 27. Let's make sure. 6 3's 9. 16, 18, 24, 27. Making for a 36. All right, that's the first grateful. A 9. The next grateful. 7, 9, 5. Make sure I see that as a 5. 2, 6, 3, 3. All right, let me see. We're going to do 5, 6, 9. Yes? Yes. 7, 9, 16, 18, 24, 27. Wow. 9. All right, let's do this one. We've got a 7, 9, 1, 7, 5, 6, 3, 3. Mitzi, what in the world did I make this so difficult for myself today? All this writing in numbers and letters. 16, 17, 24, 29, 32. Make sure that's wrong. I counted those other ones. Let's see. We got a 1 and a 7, 8, 13, 16. Make sure that's an 8. 8 and 5 is 13, 16, yeah. 7 and 9 is 16, 22, 25. So this one is a 41, which is a 5. And then let's go with this one. We got a 7, 9, 2, 6, 3, and we got a 5, nope, that's a 7. Working me today. All right, and a 3. So we got a 12 and a 13. Let's see, 12, no, that's going to be a 15. 12 and 3 is 15. All right. 16, 18, 24, 27. So we got a 42 there. All right. If I have done them right, and even if I haven't, whatever's up here is what's supposed to be up here and what you're seeing. So we know that to be grateful is a 9. To be grateful is also a 9. To be grayful. Grateful. Left out the 2 in that one, didn't I? Let me add a 2 on that. That's going to make it a 27. It's going to make that same thing a 27, which is going to make it a 43 when I added the 2. Now, when I added that 2, what I added, if you've been watching my other shows, I added a relationship to that word and changed it from a 41, which is a 5, to a 43, which is a 7. I also was trying to pinpoint the somberness in this grateful somberness. So we know that when we add a 2 to this somberness of relationships, because the relationships have been added, we have to be grateful for the somberness as well. And then the last one, what have I got? I've got a gray again, but it's a 6 vibration. 5 and 7's 12. It's a 6 vibration. 6 made up by the 15 in the tarot cards, that's the devil. That is lib, spelled backwards. So you are grateful also for your addictions, for your obsessions, for your desires. You are grateful for these because these particular attributes teach you. They teach you. And these particular addictions will show you where you are weak, where you need to evolve. Okay. So the word, what we're dealing with, Mitzi, look how it leaves all those words on this board. Gratitude. All of these. What's that? 13 and 18. This is 31. Oh gosh. Okay. A 31 is Rahu. This is Rahu. Now what I'm doing with all of this breaking down and showing you, trying to show you that what you see, don't let your eyes betray you. There's so much more that's going on behind the scenes, most especially in words. And if you control your words, you control your destiny. But anyway, all of these, those different spellings of gratitude, grateful, that I made up, brought out these particular vibrations, and when I added them all together, I got Rahu. Well, Rahu is chaos. Rahu is upheaval. Rahu is shock. Rahu, if I was going to put it towards the Bible, would be when Jesus turned the tables over. You must be grateful in utter chaos, in the upheaval in your life, and especially when you are shocked and dismayed. Okay, let's see what gratitude is. 7, 6, 1, 2, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13, 18. Okay, 13, 15, 17, 21. We got a 39, which is a 12, which is 3. Okay, Here's the bottom line. Ingratitude. Gratitude I'm talking about. You're going to first of all encounter PSY, a psychological journey. That's what this life is, a psychological journey. Most especially dealing with the mother's energy. Until you get this right, you're not going to get anything right. Remember that. The mother's energy, you must get right in your own life, the interaction. You cannot exalt her or debase her. You've got to encounter her as a human being just like you are. The other thing that you're going to do in gratitude, that 21, is dance. You're going to learn to dance through the good times and the bad times. If you don't, well, you're just going to have a very difficult time. When you put it all together, well, there you go. If you don't learn to do that, there's that 12. That's anger. It is also repressed rage. And when you have repressed rage, you have unexplored guilt, unresolved remorse, and undecided, I like that word, undecided regret. And what in the world could that mean, Mitzi? Undecided regret. You haven't even decided which one you want to be more sorry about. You spend so much energy going over and over and over what's been done to you, how you lost out, how somebody did you wrong, how you're not being noticed or appreciated or loved, how you're being taken advantage of. The most ignorant statement that could be possibly made in this life. All right, all of this gratitude comes up to that 3. You see that 3 right there?